All right, folks, I have some bad news. Now, I know you people trust me. You believe in me. You think Trump, he's a winner. He's a fighter. If anyone can do it, it's him. But I have to tell you, even I have failed today. Because no matter what I did, no matter how many deals I tried to make, no matter how many judges I called in, even I couldn't stop what is happening right now. That's right, people. This is a Meg episode. We tried everything. We called the Supreme Court. We bribed network executives. I even had some of my best guys working on it. Total pros, some of the best guys in the business. But at the end of the day, nothing could be done. She's here. Meg Griffin is in this game. And folks, I know that's hard to hear. But don't panic, okay? I have good news to balance it out, because today we also have someone very special with us. Someone we haven't seen in a long time. That's right, folks. The legend himself, Barack Hussein Obama, is back.
It's good to be here, Donald. Never have I been more excited to hang out with you guys, even Meg, and is that Ron DeSantis? But I'm just glad to be back with the guys, including Meg. Come on, you're not fooling anyone. But as for my lovely wife, I do want to clarify, Michelle is not a man. I don't know how many times I have to say this.
Oh, come on, Barack. Everyone knows. The people know. It's the worst kept secret in Washington. But hey, look, we're not talking about Michael Obama today. No, no, no. Because she's off doing, what is it, Barack, shopping spree? Getting new weights for her legendary biceps? Maybe throwing a car across the mall parking lot? But whatever, Barry, if it helps you sleep at night, I'll leave you be.
Donald, I swear to God.
Can we wrap this up already? I got some renovations to do.
Renovations? Joey, you got kicked out of the White House a million years ago. What the hell are you talking about?
Not the White House, Jack. I'm talking about my new home. Place has a lot of character. Real estate gym, you wouldn't believe it. Used to be a Kmart. Big abandoned Kmart in Quahog. Got it for $7 and a half-eaten ham sandwich. It's much bigger than my old one in Delaware.
Wait, you live in a Kmart now?
It's pretty spacious, has plenty of room, smells like cigarette butts and sadness. But it works. Lois kicked me out of her house. Apparently, me helping myself to Stewie's milk and then not having toilet paper, so I had to drag my ass across the carpet like a dog was the last straw.
Joe, what the hell are you saying right now?
Absolutely disgusting, horrible. This is why people don't respect America anymore. And you know the worst part? This whole thing actually improved Peter and Lois' marriage. She was about to leave the guy, folks. She was done. But after seeing Biden turn into a literal beast, she suddenly thinks Peter's a knight in shining armor. And folks, let me tell you, that is a low bar.
Hey man, I don't see the problem. I got a great setup now. Got a shopping cart as a recliner, got a broken Roomba that follows me around making sad beeping noises, and I got an incredible view of the parking lot. Better than the White House, Jack.
And I want to get this over with because we have a special guest. That's right, folks. We have Ron DeSanctimonious here today. And let me tell you, this little guy has been begging to play with us. Absolutely pathetic behavior, crying, writing letters, going, "Oh, Mr. Trump, I want to play. Please let me in." It was sad, folks. Some of the weakest begging I've ever seen in my life.
What? That's a lie. I was invited. I didn't beg. I was personally asked to join.
You were on your hands and knees, Ron. Oh, Mr. Trump, please. I'll be a good boy. I won't even run against you in 2028, sir. It was humiliating. Everyone saw it. Oops, did I just reveal my dictatorial plans? What? It's either I run or I let Elon become king. Shut up.
Yeah, man, I gotta be honest, it was kind of pathetic.
That is not what happened. I never begged. I was invited. This is slander.
Guys, can we focus on the game now?
Meg, please. We are having an entertaining discussion here. And nobody, I mean nobody, wants to hear from you. Like, come on. Who the fuck asked?
Figures this is not going to end well.
Joe, man, are you even paying attention right now? I feel like I just wasted a full breath explaining this to you, and that is with a fucking text, and I feel exhausted. You're over there looking like you're trying to read a 4-point font on the back of a cereal box.
No, man, I got it. I got it. Don't worry about me. You just got to cook the wings, flip them around a little, maybe give them a little pat on the back, and then toss them on a plate and hope whoever ordered them isn't a picky eater. I saw the text. I can read half of the words still.
Sweet mother of God, Joe. You need to cook the wings until they hit the white line. You see that little marker right there? That's not just for decoration, man. That's important. Then, you apply the right sauce. You got your barbecue and your flame grilled, and if you mix them up, Joe, I swear to God, I'm gonna have to start treating you like you're taking a Senate hearing nap again. After that, you have to evenly place the wings on the plate, make it look presentable, and give them the sides and dressings they actually ordered, not just what you feel like throwing in. That is not how this works.
Yeah, I got it, Jack. So I just throw them in the fryer, and guess when they're done, then slap some sauce on them, drop them on the plate like a toddler throwing Legos, and hand it off to the customer with a prayer that they don't walk out, right?
Holy hell, Joe. I should have just let you watch the damn tutorial. But no, I thought, hey, maybe Joe can handle this. But now I'm realizing you probably still think you're playing on a Nokia 3310 or some stone tablet Moses handed down. Why should I even rule that out? I don't know.
Whoa, pal, let's not be ridiculous here. My Kmart is going to have top-of-the-line stuff. In fact, I was thinking about adding a pool in there.
What? You're gonna put a pool in an abandoned Kmart?
Damn straight, Meg. I got the space, I got the vision, and best of all, no Meg Griffins allowed. I'd rather run around with scissors than let you anywhere near my kiddie pool.
Why not? What did I do?
Meg. Listen here, kiddo. Nobody is showing up to a pool party that has you anywhere near it. I would rather scrape my own corneas with a rusty spork than watch you cannonball into my glorious Kmart pool. Seeing you in a bikini would be worse than sitting through a 6-hour Kamala Harris motivational speech where she just laughs at random words while I'm strapped to a chair, eyelids pinned open, like I'm in a government experiment.
Oh my God, folks, can we take a moment, because I never thought I'd say this in my life, but I am genuinely proud of Joseph R. Biden Jr. Yes, that Joe Biden, right now. That was devastating. That was brutal. Meg, I have never seen someone get disrespected that harshly before. That was worse than any nickname I've ever given Ron DeSanctimonious. And trust me, I've had some good ones.
Why am I even getting dragged into this?
I hate all of you.
Joe, what in the unholy name of Michelle's Kale Garden am I looking at right now?
What's the problem, man? It's a perfectly fine plate of food. Looks good to me.
Joe, you gave the police officer a plate with exactly 3 things on it. A pile of carrots, a single napkin, you know what I see, no napkin, and absolutely nothing else. No wings, no celery, barely even a drop of sauce. Just carrots, Joe. And worst of all, you actually cooked 1 single wing. Just 1. But you forgot to serve it. It's still sitting back in the fryer. Joe, please, I need you to explain this to me because I feel like I just watched a war crime unfold in a Papa Louie game.
Now listen here, Jack, that was not an accident. That was cold, calculated, presidential-level revenge.
Oh no, you don't get to say that and then not explain. Revenge for what, Joe?
The bastard gave me a ticket for speeding on the Parkway last week. And I thought, you know what's worse than a speeding ticket? You know what truly breaks a man? A plate of nothing but sad, soggy, cold carrots. That's mental warfare, baby. That's how you win a battle without ever lifting a finger.
Oh my God, you Joe, Sleepy Joe, that is the best thing you've ever done. Absolute menace behavior, a true alpha move. I take back every insult. Maybe you're not completely useless after all. Maybe there's a little villain in you, Joe. I love it.
Oh, speaking of speeding tickets, this reminds me of the time I got pulled over for...
Meg, I'm going to stop you right there. Before you even finish that sentence, let me make one thing painfully clear. Nobody, and I mean nobody, in the entire known universe gives a single solitary shit about your story. The very sound of your voice makes me want to take a Napoleon-style exile to a deserted island just to escape the suffocating boredom you bring to every conversation.
But I was just...
No, Meg, I need you to understand this. If I had a button in front of me that instantly erased every conversation you've ever had in your entire miserable life, I would press it so fast my hand would dislocate. I swear, every single time I forget you exist, I experience a brief moment of pure happiness, and then you speak, and it all comes crashing down. Anyway, Ron, go ahead. You're actually allowed to talk, believe it or not.
Wait, I'm actually permitted to speak? You mean it? This isn't a trap?
Yeah, just don't make it lame.
Oh, all right. Well, let me tell you about Florida's perfect traffic system. See, down here, we don't believe in speed limits. No, sir. It's pure freedom on the roads. 1 second, you got grandpas in their 2003 Cadillacs going 15 miles an hour just vibing. And the next, you got a 10-year-old in a monster truck flying down the highway at 200 mph. Because down here, we let kids drive. That's freedom, baby. That's why Florida is booming.
Ron, what the hell are you even talking about?
And let me tell you, when both of those guys end up crashing into an alligator crossing the road at the exact same time, that's just a regular Tuesday down here. And that's why everyone is becoming Republican, Obama. That's why the people love me. Take some notes, Barack.
Wait, hold on a damn minute. I just remembered something. I wasn't even speeding when I got that ticket. I was only going 10 miles an hour. And I swear I saw Avril Lavigne skateboarding past me like I was standing still. Avril Lavigne! And that's not even the worst part. Right as she passed me, I looked to my left, and who do I see flying past in the opposite lane? Ben Shapiro, giving me the finger as he burned rubber in his Tesla. I swear to God, it was like watching a bad fever dream.
Oh my God. Ha ha ha. This just keeps getting better. Joe, you weren't even breaking the law. You were just driving like a 98-year-old lady with cataracts, and you still got a ticket? This is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, Sleepy Joe, you are truly one of a kind. I don't know whether to laugh, cry, or call a retirement home. Maybe I should invest in your Kmart swimming pool for this alone. You are so much of a loser. You're actually a winner at losing.
You know, I really have to sit down sometimes and wonder, how did my life end up here? I went from being the President of the United States, making high-stakes decisions that shaped the future of this country, to sitting on a Discord call with 3 former world leaders and a rejected side character from Family Guy, watching Joe Biden attempt to cook wings like he's competing to be the first person in history to give a customer every single foodborne illness at once with a grin on his stupid face. Joe, what the hell was I looking at, man? And now this, what the hell?
Listen, Jack, I don't see what the big deal is. This time, I actually gave the girl her wings. You should be proud of me.
Oh yeah, Joe. Fantastic job. You went from completely forgetting to serve wings at all to now dunking them in the fryer for exactly 1 second, pulling them out while they're still practically clucking, slapping them on the plate without a second thought. And then, just to add the perfect final touch, giving her the wrong sauce. She asked for garlic sauce, Joe. You gave her barbecue. Just throwing in a little extra disappointment at no additional cost, huh?
Look, man, I had to make a judgment call. You didn't see her, Barack. She had that look, that vampire look, pale skin, skeleton headpiece. I wasn't going to take any chances. You think I'm just going to hand over some garlic sauce like an idiot and risk her combusting into a pile of ash right in front of me? I might be old, but I'm not stupid.
Joe, you absolute moron. She wasn't a vampire. She was just some pale girl wearing a stupid Halloween accessory. You're out here making wild assumptions like a paranoid grandpa watching a History Channel documentary at 3 a.m. What's next? You gonna deny a guy his onion rings because you think he might be allergic? You're gonna take one look at a bald dude and refuse to serve him mustard because you suspect he's secretly Mr. Clean.
Listen, I stand by my decision. She was scary, man. Gave me the heebie-jeebies. I swear I saw her hiss at me. You ever see Twilight? That stuff is real, Jack, even if it sucks ass. Not taking any chances, not today, not on my watch.
I need a drink, preferably something strong enough to make me forget this conversation ever happened.
Oh, quit whining, Obama. You're complaining almost as much as Nikki Haley did back when we played Papa's Hot Doggeria. And that was one of the worst cases of sore losing I have ever seen. Unbelievable amounts of crying. So much whining. And for what? Because I kept serving customers raw, uncut hot dogs with nothing on them? Listen, the people loved it. I was a visionary, an artist even. Oh, wait, no, that was my dream. In reality, she kept whining about Sleepy Joe like a constipated seagull. Fuck, man.
But hey, speaking of Nikki Haley, you ever hear the real reason she's in politics?
Oh, this ought to be good. Let's hear it, Obama. I love a good conspiracy theory. As long as your name isn't Robert F. Kennedy Jr., they usually turn out pretty good.
Nikki Haley is actually a Democrat spy. Been working with Liz Cheney this whole time. And do you know what we offered her in exchange for her betrayal? The one thing she wanted more than anything?
I need to know. I must know. Tell me right now.
A fresh shipment of hot Ukrainian men in her bedroom 5 days a week.
Excuse me? What the hell?
Oh yeah. Every morning, 5 brand new Ukrainian studs. She's thrilled. And all she has to do in return is leak Republican strategy meetings to the deep state. Very simple arrangement.
I know. No way. You're telling me Nikki Haley and Liz Cheney have been a deep state tag team this whole time? I knew something was off. I always said it. No one listened to me, but I knew. And now, look, I could have deported her. I should have deported her. You know what? I think I'm still going to deport her. And Liz Cheney, just for good measure.
Wait, what? Why are you deporting me?
Oh, I didn't even say that. But okay, fine, Meg. Let's be honest. Do you really need a reason? You exist. That's already 2 strikes against you. And besides, if you're gone, maybe Family Guy will finally get its ratings back up. You'd be doing a service to the world.
Oh, real original Trump. Maybe I should just...
Nope, not listening. I have a strict policy. The second you start talking, I mentally check out. Your voice is like mixing nails on a chalkboard with the distant wails of a dying goose. It is physically painful to hear. I refuse to acknowledge it. In fact, let me just do this real quick.
You dumbass. Your fake mute remote won't work on me.
All right, Joe, I'll admit it. The last 2 orders you put together were actually solid. You even managed to cook the wings all the way through this time. Impressive. Almost had me thinking you finally figured out how to run a functioning kitchen. That was, of course, until you decided to cook both orders for that cop and the other guy at the same time, and then completely forgot about one of them. So yeah, one order came out just right. Almost perfectly golden brown, actually. But the other one? That thing looked like it barely survived 3 separate house fires. But, you know what? At least it was still edible. Unlike this mess you're making. Look at this shit. I get she's a closer, but come on, dude.
Come on, man, look at her. You're telling me she don't look like a knight that gave up on knighting and started NASCAR racing instead? Look at that busted up armor, man. Looks like she lost a duel and then went to Home Depot to repaint herself in her garage.
What message, Joe? I don't think anyone is following whatever the hell you're thinking right now.
It's simple, Jack. She ordered 8 wings. I gave her 2. One is charred beyond recognition, a warning that her throat will be scorched beyond repair. The other, undercooked. Just pink enough to make sure she spends the next 12 hours in a battle against her own stomach. And let me tell you, buddy, she should count herself lucky. Because if I really wanted to send a message, I would have put a rat in the sauce. But I figured, hey, I'll let Mickey Mouse live another day.
Did you just say Mickey Mouse?
Oh, great. Here we go. You triggered him, Joe. Nice going. Get ready for the Desantis Disney special. I've heard this rant so many times, I could do a one-man Broadway show about it.
I am so sick of Disney and their woke agenda. Do you know how deep this goes? Do you know how many good, honest Americans have suffered because of that mouse? Biden, I actually agree with you. You shouldn't have put a dead Mickey in those wings. Not because it would be wrong, but because I wouldn't even wish that kind of disease-ridden filth on my worst enemy. Not even on Meg Griffin. I would have gotten him out of Florida ages ago, but his lawyer was Saul Goodman, so I was fucking cooked.
Oh, how gracious of you, Ron. Maybe next time you'll consider not throwing me under the bus for once.
Fuck off, Meg. Ron's taking my spotlight right now, and I hate that. I am the main character. You're an extra at best, a disposable side quest. If this was Grand Theft Auto, you'd be one of those NPCs that just stands there yelling random nonsense until someone runs you over in a stolen taxi.
Oh yeah? Well, guess what, Trump? And maybe I wouldn't be such an extra if you actually had a better insult than Meg sucks, Meg is annoying, Meg should be deported. Maybe you should get creative for once in your miserable, orange little life. Or is that too much work for a guy whose entire personality is just being an angry grandpa who yells at people on social media?
You know what, Meg? You're absolutely right. It is time to get a little more creative. That's why I am officially announcing your deportation date. Mark it down. It's happening August 15th. My Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, very smart woman, excellent at kicking people out of the country. She'll personally make sure it happens. And you? You'll be headed straight to Siberia. You, Kamala Harris, and if he's still locked up in your weird family shed, Peter's hairless twin. And guess what? If you ask nicely, I might just throw Brian in there too, because that dog has been begging to be put down for years.
I hate all of you.
No one cares, Meg. No one. Go away and leave me alone.
Joe, I need you to explain in the simplest terms possible what in the unholy hell you just did. I need to understand what was going through your mind when you made the decision to drop every single wing into the fryer at once like some kind of maniac running a chicken apocalypse simulation. Please walk me through the logic if there is any, because I am genuinely struggling to comprehend how you thought this was a good idea.
It's a first-come, first-served system, Jack. If you want your wings to come out right, you got to be early, you got to be fast. You show up late, guess what? You get what you get. Some will be golden and crispy, some will be burnt to a crisp. Some might still be clucking when I hand them over. That's just life, man. You want to eat good, you got to play the game. You got to beat the system. You think back in Scranton they cared if your food was cooked all the way? No. You got what you got and you loved it. That's what built character. That's what made this country great.
That's it. I've had enough. I can't take this anymore. I am physically ill. I need justice. I need accountability. I need consequences. I am picking up my phone and I am calling Saul Goodman. Because if ever there was a moment in history where Joe Biden needed to be thrown in a jail cell and forced to reflect on his life choices, it is right now. This is it.
Oh, hold on, Jack. Let's not go nuclear here. I can't go back to prison. I won't survive. Last time I was in there, I dropped the soap, and let me tell you, I barely made it out. P. Diddy was there, man. R. Kelly was humming in the background. I had to run for my life. You don't know what it's like. You haven't seen the things I've seen. You think the wings are bad. That was bad.
I don't care. You deserve this. You deserve everything that's coming to you. You deserve a full legal takedown. But this is just great, just great. I get a text from Saul and he's refusing to take the call. He says, and I quote, "I can smell Meg Griffin's farts all the way from New Mexico and I will not be part of this disaster." So now, instead of Saul, we're getting Ben Shapiro. And now I have a headache.
I don't see the issue.
You wouldn't. You're too stupid.
All right, let's go over this step by step, because what I am witnessing here is beyond atrocious. We are dealing with a textbook case of gross negligence, reckless endangerment, and possibly even war crimes against the culinary arts. If we analyze this under Federal Statute 482.6b, which does not exist but should, Joe Biden should be immediately detained, put on trial at The Hague, and exiled to an undisclosed location where he can never touch a fryer again. Possibly Canada. Definitely not Florida, because I need Ron to be safe.
Now, hold on. You're playing a dangerous game here, kiddo. You think you can just waltz in and throw a bunch of legal jargon at me? You fool. You absolute buffoon. You have activated my trap card. I am about to channel my inner Phoenix Wright. I have been waiting years for this moment. You dare challenge me in the court of logic? I am the ace attorney.
Joe Phoenix Wright is a lawyer, not a bird lawyer.
Meg, I swear to God, I will build a whole new wall just to keep you from talking. Nobody cares, nobody asks, nobody wants to hear your input. This is an A-list conversation between two legal geniuses, and then here comes Meg, chiming in like she's some kind of authority on anything. Guess what? You're banned from speaking. You're done. You just lost your talking privileges forever.
Oh my God, oh my God. Can you two shut up? I am trying to have a rational discussion, a legal debate, and you are sitting here arguing about birds and Meg's existence. I can't do this. I physically cannot do this. This is hurting me. I have to leave. This conversation is so stupid, it is actively destroying my will to live. And you know what the worst part is? You know what is truly eating me up inside? Ron is here. Ron, you know what this means to me. You know what we have. You know the depth of our bond. And yet here we are. I cannot handle this. I cannot be here right now. I am leaving. Goodbye. Forever.
No comment.
Ron, buddy, you wanna tell us something?
It's okay, man. Love is love.
Well, that was interesting.
Meg, shut up.
Joe, I need an answer, and I need it now. Why in God's name did you just drown that poor girl's wings in garlic sauce like you were trying to perform an exorcism? If you think she's a vampire, why did you just do that? You just handed her what is essentially a death sentence if she really is a vampire. Not only are the wings burnt beyond recognition, but now they're coated in enough garlic to single-handedly keep Dracula from ever stepping foot in America again. What is wrong with you?
I don't like her face. Something about it just rubs me the wrong way. Plus, you think I forgot? Last time she ordered, she didn't even leave a tip. Not even a single dime, Jack. I'm out here working my tail off, deep frying these little suckers like a true American hero, and what do I get? So I figured, hey, if she's really a vampire, maybe I'm just doing the world a favor. If not, she'll be fine. She'll just suffer a little, like how Donald and Meg are going to suffer in hell for their sins.
Oh, you want to go there, huh? You want to go scorched earth on me? Well, guess what, Sleepy Joe? I invented scorched earth. I wrote the book on scorched earth. And you are the single dumbest, most incompetent, most completely brain-dead excuse for a wing cook I have ever seen. I have seen pigeons cook better wings than you, Joe. Pigeons. Your frying technique is an act of war against the entire concept of food. If I had a choice between eating one of your wings and getting waterboarded by the CIA, I would ask for extra buckets of water. You are an absolute disaster, an embarrassment, a disgrace to the apron you wear. You should be deported.
Oh, this is fun. Hey, Joe, your brain is so fried, even the wings feel bad for you. Seriously, I've seen Siri give better responses than whatever nonsense you just said. You should be the mascot for undercooked meat.
Keep it coming. Keep roasting this absolute disaster of a man. But listen, Meg, the moment you start getting dull, the second you start thinking you're on equal ground with me, you're getting shut down again. I will silence you faster than CNN tried to silence my election victory.
All right, folks, I've had enough of this. I'm calling it. Game over. No more wings, no more sauce, no more customers looking at me like I just committed a war crime. I'm hanging up the apron.
Before you run off to go sniff glue or whatever it is you do in your free time, I've got one question for you, Joe. A simple question. Are you proud of the work you did today? Do you, Joe Biden, stand by your performance in Papa's Wingeria?
Donald, I do. Let's reflect, shall we? I served customers with passion, maybe too much passion, considering that vampire lady is probably melting into a pile of garlic fumes right now. I delivered wings with creativity. Sure, they were burnt, raw, or completely missing, but every plate told a story. I practiced fairness. First come, first serve in the fryer, because this is America, baby. And most importantly, I had a great time, even if I had to listen to you yell in my ear like a busted car alarm for the past hour. So yeah, Donald, I'm proud, and there is nothing you can do about it, Jack.
That's it. I'm out. I can't take this. You are the worst thing that has ever happened to the restaurant industry. Gordon Ramsay is probably feeling chest pains right now, and he doesn't even know why. Your entire existence is an insult to fried food. I hope the Kmart you live in collapses overnight. I am leaving. I am done.
Wow, he actually left.
That might be the first time I've ever seen Trump rage quit. I'm saving this moment forever.
All right, I think that's our cue to wrap this up before Joe somehow finds a way to mess up logging out of the game. Any final thoughts?
Yeah. Next time, let's play something where I can't get arrested for war food crimes.
So, Papa's Cheeseria? Is that what you're getting at?
Good night, everyone.